Hello YouTube, TOI Entertainment here. I've been playing this game for a while now, and I have borrowed some money from an institution investor, and it's everything, it's a mess. I've got board pressure. It's critical at the moment. I flopped quite a few films, and I flopped a couple of actually 3 big ones, but one was £206,000 loss. Another one, £96,000 loss, and another £70,000 loss. And that was during the recession. As you can see up at the top here now, it's economy is in recovery. But those flops were during the recession. So it's not looking good at the moment. I borrowed like £2.5 million. And it's not going well at all at the moment. Economy phase risk is going up a bit. So I'm trying to recover now. My reputation has gone down from 105 to 65. And it's not looking good at all. I do have 3.8 million, but that's not the point. The point is that I had more. I have to pay the dividend, and I've gone down. So I'm gonna try and have a look, see what I can produce. Maybe I can get a flip and recover from this mess. So what do we got? We can't do animation, we can't do action, no biopic, no cyberpunk. Drama is going down. That's what we can do. Documentary is up at 100. It's stable. That's on the popularity, and the trends are going up. So maybe I should make a documentary. Let's have a look. So we've got this low tier documentary writer. We've got this one, skill 25. This one is skill 42. They cost £37,800. Let's give it a go with this guy. It's a medium risk. It's a feature. So let's give this one a go. Let's make him a nice offer. Let's go up a bit so I can get the more bonus. Now let's find a good director that's gonna have a good chemistry with this writer. Tense, fair, collaboration score 30. Yeah, chemistry is fair, and collaboration score is 30. I'm gonna go for this one. So make him a nice offer, and let's go for proof of concept. I'm gonna go for that. It's shorter. It will take less time to make, and we've got production stability and efficiency, less delays. So let's make that a 45 minutes. Yeah, let's make that 45 minutes. I'm gonna skip ahead now. 1 week, 1 week. Okay, so we got a collaboration slip. Frictions in the room, push the draft further out. Extend the deadline plus 1 month. Okay. So we got script quality 87. That is not bad. This protagonist is not available. Robert Stone. Let's make him an offer. Let's give him... oh, is that gone? No. The trend is going up on this guy, so let's make him a credit title upgrade offer. Signed. Okay, so let's give this documentary the title The Universe. Let's go with The Universe. I'm gonna go with tier 2 rental. Lighting, sound and camera. Spend some money on publicity. Green light. Tinkoation is 70. Total budget £105,000 we've spent. We got weekly burn £675. Oh, schedule delay. Principal photography extended by 1 week. Production timeline revised. Hire additional unit. And we flopped. We lost £92,000. This game is hard because first of all, I have got no idea what I'm doing. Like no idea whatsoever. Competition heavy this month. It's really difficult. It's like we are on year 26. Year 26. And we haven't even unlocked producer yet at reputation 150. So imagine getting to reputation 800, what you need to be, how many hundreds of millions of pounds you need to have in your account, kind of financials you need to have. I mean, we did make quite a few good films. We made this one. We made £106,000, and then we made this one. The biggest score we've done so far, £264,000. Then this one, 119,000. So yeah, we made a lot of money on those, but at the moment we are not doing well at all. So let's have a look at the market. What else can we produce? I can't wait until we unlock everything, because there is so much more in this game. Especially when you unlock these departments here, they will unlock other things too. In the talent, you're not gonna only have protagonists, you will have antagonists also, co-actors, supporting actors, extras. So yeah. There's quite a few NPC studios competing here. Our culture score is 0. We dropped down to 0. Like, we got a lot of work to do. A lot. Right, let's see, what else can we produce here? Documentary stable. I want something that they're both in green. War is going up. Action is going up on trends, but we haven't unlocked those yet. It's not looking good. Economy is still in recovery. Disaster is going up. Comedy. Wait a minute. What are we? We're comedy. Recognized in comedy. Identity. Studio identity. And comedy is going up on the popularity. And it's stable on the trends. Let's give that a go. Let's go for a comedy. I'm gonna go for a short film. I'm not gonna go crazy on because there are some writers here that cost a lot of money. Are they gone? I used to have big ones. 143. I had one for £500,000 earlier on. Skill 75 or something like that. Crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a short film. I'm not gonna risk a lot of money for a while. So let's find a good director that's gonna have a good chemistry with this writer. Tense chemistry, tense chemistry, tense chemistry. They're all tense chemistry with this guy. I've got this volatile. I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, so let's go for the sweet spot for film festivals, 15 minutes. So choose comedy here. Let's choose director strategy. This will be the shortest 1 month development, but the quality is not going to be as good. Poor demands okay. Audience clarity 2 months. I'm going to go for this. Market demand, less volatility. $53 quality script, which is not good, not bad. Let's go for a low risk protagonist Marcus Tanaka. Let's make him a good offer. Signed. Comedy. I'm running out of names for comedy. The Vicar. Let's go for that. So next month we got no competition, so we're looking good. Let's spend money on equipment, marketing, demand strength strong, so green light. Got 8 weeks to make this film. Schedule delay, that's not what I wanted to see. Team cohesion -4, production delay risk, culture -2. I hate this. Hire additional unit. We flopped again. We lost £2,000, not a huge amount. So what I would recommend when you play this game is have a look at the economy and produce small films, short films, cheap. Do not overspend money. Look at all these films that we made. Best critic we had was 76 so far. That one's 75. Insufficient commercial performance on this. Yeah, we flopped it. Studio financial instability. Yeah, so our financial situation is not looking good, and it's not gonna let us produce a sequel, even though we flipped. Okay. What else can I do here? Oh. Sci-fi. Okay, let's try sci-fi. Let's go for this one. Ego 44. It's got 28 years of age, career 22 years. So he was in the film industry from 6 years old to she, possibly. I think we need to rethink all this, their age and their career. What else we got? It's a very small sci-fi. It's a beginner, 0 years. So let's go with that one. Low risk. So let's make her a nice offer. £8,000. Let's see a good chemistry and collaboration score. What can we find here? Dance. Fair chemistry. That one. Collaboration score 27. Okay. I'm gonna go for awards focus. This director is specialized in festivals. So let's go for that for 15 minutes. It's a short film, isn't it? Yeah. Let's write the script. Okay, no problems. We got 82 quality. Let's try and find the high star power protagonist. Make him a good offer. Signed. I'm running out of sci-fi titles. The triangle zone. Let's see how we do on this. Let's go for some marketing. Demand strength is strong at the moment. Let's go for green light. Wow, we've gone down to 64. We're not going up, are we? We flopped again. Jesus Christ. What have I got to do to flip? Biggest mistake I made was to borrow money. I rushed into it without knowing what I'm doing yet, because I'm gonna show you. We introduce now. We have a tutorial. So I'm gonna go through the whole tutorial and read all this, because this game is very, very complex. It's not as easy as it looks. It's not just a spreadsheet. So what the game is asking you to do: ALGO reward studios that can repeat the disciplined cycle: commission, build, green light, produce, release, then learn from the result. One oversized gamble is not a stable strategy. You see, that's what I did. I gambled. That's why I'm in this bad situation. I feel like I'm paddling against the current and I'm standing still. So what you should do: protect cash so the studio survives long enough to learn. Build reputable projects instead of chasing a miracle hit. Use each release as a feedback for the next decision. Avoid doing this, spending like a major studio in the first phase, which is what I did. That was not good. Treating every big name as an automatic upgrade. Ignoring what the last project taught you. So in practice, best move, protect cash so the studio survives long enough to learn. Common mistake, spending like a major studio in the first phase. Focus point, primary target, reach 150 reputation. Your early priorities. The opening game is about survival. So this game is like a survival game. So the opening game is about survival, discipline, and momentum. If the studio is stable, reputation starts to compound. If the studio is chaotic, every system becomes harder at the same time. Early phase, first 2 to 4 releases. Watch every week, cash, culture, reputation, event log. So you can do this. Keep budgets inside the studio cash position. Get licensed and move into a clean production pipeline. Prefer a solid release over a flashy, unstable one. What you need to avoid is rushing into projects you cannot comfortably fund, which is what I did. Ignoring the event log when problems start stacking. Assuming the first project needs to be prestigious to matter. So in practice, keep budgets inside the studio cash position. Common mistake, rushing into projects you cannot comfortably fund. Early phase, first 2 to 4 releases. Read systems together, reputation, culture, collaboration, pressure, and release quality after. Release quality affect each other. Read the studio as a system, not as isolated widgets. Build a studio, not a single film. A film can win and still leave the studio weak. The real objective is reputable strength across multiple releases. Learn in layers. Start with stability. Once the studio loop is clean, the larger systems become tools instead of punishments. So let's have a look how reputation actually grows. Reputation mainly comes from strong releases. Critic score. Critic score, execution quality, and clean team performance matter more than raw spending. The studio grows because releases prove credibility, not because money was burned. Main source, strong film releases. Milestone, 150 reputation unlocks strategic paths. So you need to do this. Aim for reliable critic strength and clean execution. Read the reputation change after every release. Treat 150 reputation as the first major campaign objective. We need to avoid is expecting reputation just because the film was expensive. Assuming random market luck will carry weak projects. Measuring success on gross alone. So in practice, the best move, aim for reliable critic strength and clean execution. Common mistake, expecting reputation just because the film was expensive. Focus point, main source, strong film releases. Why reputation stalls? Reputation slows when cohesion is weak. The studio keeps absorbing negative press or releases are inconsistent. A studio can stay busy and still fail to grow if the underlying execution is unstable. Ask after each release, critics, profit, reputation, cause. Bad cohesion can turn a release into a setback. So you can do this, fix internal problems before stacking another risky production. Use a stable follow-up release to recover momentum. Read every negative outcome as a systems problem, not just bad luck. What you need to avoid is chain together low cohesion projects. Ignore negative press and repeated weak releases. Keep escalating budget while execution is still unstable. So in practice, best move, find internal problems before stacking another risky production. Chain together low cohesion, common mistake, chain together low cohesion projects. Focus point, ask after each release. Critics, profit, reputation, cause. Culture and studio health. Culture is not cosmetic. It affects how well the company functions over time. When culture drops, alignment weakens, friction rises, and the studio starts paying for its internal problems. Low culture weakens alignment. Weak alignment creates more friction later. So what you need to do, check company culture regularly, especially after rough runs. Ours is down to 0 and we are in really bad shape at the moment. We're doing really well until I borrowed money and I rushed into it to make big films. We did do a couple of hits, but after that it's really punishing when you're not doing well. Stabilize the studio after losses or pressure spikes. Treat culture as part of project planning, not decoration. We need to avoid ignoring culture because it is not direct cash. Assuming a profitable film fixes every internal problem, and letting multiple weak outcomes stack without adjusting. So best move, check company culture regularly. Common mistake, ignoring culture because it is not direct cash. Focus point, low culture weakens alignment. How cohesion shapes outcomes. Team adjustment and collaboration influence delays, conflicts, and quality stability. If the team is already unstable before greenlight, production usually gets harder instead of easier. Team alignment below 50 raises conflict risk. Collaboration below 40 raises writing slip risk. So what you need to do, use weak alignment as a warning sign before committing. Prefer workable teams over glamorous unstable combinations. Protect cohesion when a project is already under strain. What you need to avoid is greenlighting unstable teams because the cost looks exciting. Ignoring low numbers just because cash is available. Choosing speed over stability on an already shaky film. Best move, use weak alignment as a warning sign before committing. Common mistake, greenlighting unstable teams because the cast looks exciting. Focus point, team alignment below 50 raises conflict risk. Commissioning a script. Development is not just picking the highest skill writer. The writer, director, journey, fee, and strategy all need to make sense together. Strong ingredients with the wrong chemistry can still create a weak start. Development shapes the whole project arc. Chemistry matters before production starts. So what you need to do, check right the speciality, fee, and fit with the director. Use the director's strategy to shape the project intentionally. Build a pairing you can actually support through the production. What you need to avoid is overpaying for a team that does not fit together. Choosing names first and chemistry second. Treating development as a formality before the real game. So in practice, best move, check right the speciality, fee, and fit with the director. Common mistake, overpaying for a team that does not fit together. Focus point, development shapes the whole project arc. Read the collaboration score properly. Collaboration is a warning system. A low score does not guarantee failure, but it means friction is more likely during writing and the project is starting from a worse position. Strong collaboration creates a cleaner script path. Weak collaboration adds risk before production even starts. So what you need to do, use strong or at least workable pairings for early projects. Treat a weak collaboration score as a deliberate gamble. Choose the safe pair when the studio cannot absorb a delay. What you need to avoid, starting the studio with tense or volatile pairings. And that's really hard because in the beginning it's not easy to find the fair chemistry. So we're going to look into that to see how we can balance that. Assuming a better fee solves a chemistry problem. Forgetting that writing instability carries into production. Best move, use strong or at least workable pairings for early projects. Common mistake, starting the studio with tense or volatile pairings. And focus point, strong collaboration creates a cleaner script path. Green light with discipline. Before you green light a film, confirm the title, budget, cast requirements, license, and funding. A project that is merely possible is not always a good project to run right now. Check funding before you lock the project. Requirements scale as reputation rises. So what you need to do, use the forecast and budget tools before committing. Oh, the Monte Carlo forecast. Yeah, I haven't used that. I barely used the forecast. Fund the real project cost, not just the first expense. Confirm the team is viable before you push into production. What you need to avoid, green lighting because you are impatient for progress, ignoring cast or funding warnings, using production to solve problems that started in development. So best move, use the forecast and budget tools before committing. We need to use Monte Carlo forecasting more. Common mistake, green lighting because you are impatient for progress. Yep. Focus point, check funding before you lock the project. Production trade-offs matter. Production events force trade-offs between cost, time, and cohesion. One bad call rarely kills a film on its own. Repeated friction is what breaks quality and momentum. Production is managed risk, not random punishment. Weak teams become more expensive to keep stable. So what you need to do is spend extra time when it spend extra refers to money, I presume. Spend extra when it prevents bigger downstream damage. Protect stability if the project is already fragile. Read every event as a strategic trade-off, not just a button click. We need to avoid chasing speed every time if cohesion is already low. Letting small delays stack into a bigger collapse. Ignoring team stability because the deadline feels urgent. So best move would be spend extra when it prevents bigger downstream damage. Common mistake, chasing speed every time if cohesion is already low. Focus point, production is managed risk, not random punishment. How to read a release. Judge every release across 4 numbers together: critic score, profit, reputation change, and the reason behind the result. One number never tells the full story. Read cause as well as result. Use releases as diagnostics for the studio model. So you need to do this: read critic score and profit together. Check whether reputation moved and why. Use the result to tune the next project instead of reacting emotionally. We need to avoid judging the film on the gross alone. Calling a film a success if it weakened the studio. Ignoring a good critic result because the box office was smaller than expected. So the best move: read critic score and profit together. Common mistake, judging the film on gross alone. Read cause as well as the result. What unlocks as you grow? Reputation and financial strength open the next layer of the game. More talent across, more strategic paths, and more expansion options appear as the studio proves it can handle them. 150 reputation, strategic paths. 250 reputation, deeper talent access. 400 reputation, extras agencies unlock. So what you need to do, use unlocks as rewards for discipline, not excuses to overextend. Expand when the studio is stable enough to absorb mistakes. Treat new systems as new pressure, not only new power. What you need to avoid is jumping into every unlocked system immediately. Assuming bigger scope always means better growth. And expanding while the core production loop is still unstable. So the best move would be use unlocks as rewards for discipline, not excuses for overextend. Common mistake, jumping into every unlocked system immediately. Focus point, 150 reputation, strategic paths. Board pressure and capital. Outside capital can accelerate growth, but it also creates expectations. Once the studio is carrying more pressure, underperformance becomes more costly and strategic mistakes are harder to absorb, which was my biggest mistake. I borrowed a lot of money early and I just failed. I don't think I can recover from this. I'm gonna go bankrupt, but we'll see. what you need to do, take outside money for a plan, not for panic. Keep this. You see, that's what I did. I took that money in panic. Keep the studio operationally clean before adding pressure. Exactly. I was already in bad shape when I borrowed the money, so use investor growth as support for a stable strategy. We need to avoid selling control just to cover sloppy operations. Treating board pressure like a cosmetic warning. Scaling faster than the studio can execute. So best move, take outside money for a plan, not for panic. Common mistake, selling control just to cover sloppy operations. And focus point, capital buys leverage, not safety. There you go. Okay, so early game checklist. What to do on your next run. If you want a clean start, keep the first phase disciplined. The goal is to build a studio that can repeat good decisions before you try to dominate the industry. First checkpoint, stable studio. Second checkpoint, 150 reputation. Third checkpoint, controlled expansion. So what you need to do, get licensed and set up a clean first project pipeline. Choose writer and director pairs that can actually work together. Green light only when budget, cast and funding all make sense. Protect culture and cohesion while the studio is still fragile. Read every release result and adjust the next project intelligently. What you need to avoid is overspending because the first project feels important. Ignoring weak chemistry or weak alignment. Compounding one bad release with a desperate second gamble. Treating reputation, culture, and pressure as separate systems. Scaling faster than the studio can reliably execute. So best move, get licensed, set up a clean first production pipeline. Common mistake, overspending because the first project feels important. And focus point, first checkpoint, stable studio. So with that we completed the tutorial, and I made a lot of mistakes. That's why I'm in a bad situation. So as you can see here, I do have a lot of money here, 3.8 million. But look at my reputation, 64, and look at the culture score. Company culture is basically null. It's a 0, absolute nothing. So I don't know how I'm going to recover from this, but I need to work harder at this. Let's have a look. So the economy is in recovery at the moment. So what can I do? Can I produce a comedy? Well, our studio identity is on comedy, so let's give a comedy another go. Trends are stable and the popularity is going up. So let's have a look at a comedy. So we've got 2, 1, 2, 3 writers. Ego 26. I'm gonna go for this one here, Isla Yamada. Let's make her a good offer. We got moral bonus there. So let's try and find a good chemistry and collaboration score with the. So chemistry fair, collaboration score 25. No good, no good. Volatile with that one. Tense. So this one is the best so far. Let's make him a good offer. Let's go for comedy. Short film, 15 minutes. Now, what director strategy can we go? This guy is experimental, so let's go for proof of concept. Let's go for that. 68. We had no trouble whatsoever. Let's see. Let's try this guy, Tom. Favorable. Unavailable. What? He refused? That was favorable. Okay. Let's give it a go on this guy. Signed. Let's go with the collapse. Script quality 68. It's so-so. Demand strength is moderate. That's what I didn't want to see. You see culture -2. When you get these events, you get team cohesion -4. Production delay, that's not a problem. The biggest problem is culture and team cohesion. So absorb the cost. We flipped. We made £28,000 finally after 3 flops. So we grossed 292,000. Theatre cut 139. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a start. It definitely is a start. Let's accept the streaming platform offer. £34,000. And we need to keep flips going. Let's pay the dividend. What else can we do here? Investor confidence is moderate. Economy is still in recovery. We're still low on reputation. So we need consistency in flips. Company. We're recognized in comedy identity. Comedy is stable. Popularity is going down. What else can I do? Volatility drivers. Gen heat variance 13. Economic phase risk. No competitive pressure, no flop drag. Sci-fi. Oh, now sci-fi is going down. Board pressure, negative press coverage. Oh no. We've gone down in reputation again. You see, all this stuff affects. If you make the wrong decisions, it affects everything. Your reputation, the investor confidence. Sci-fi trend is going down. Actually, the only ones going up are animation and war, but we can't make this kind of film yet. Let's see what's stable at least. Documentary is going up. Popularity is going down though. Thriller. Popularity is going up and it's stable. Let's try thriller. There's quite a few thriller writers. Let's go for this one. It's got low ego. Better chance of finding a good chemistry. Tense. Volatile, tense. No good. Let's try and find a different one. No thrillers. That one. That's a feature film. Okay, so we got fair chemistry with good collaboration. Not bad. 27. Tense. Fair. 28. That's a better one. Fair. 26. Fair. Chemistry fair. Collaboration score 28. Experimental. Let's go for that. We didn't make an offer for this writer yet. Okay, and let's go for experimental. Let's go for proof of concept. Let's go for 45-minute film. Start writing. Major rewrite requested. '81 quality, that's good. Let's go for Elena Lindquist. Signed. Drama. Drama queen. Let's go for drama queen on this. Go for tier 2 rental. Demand strength is weak. Forgot about forecast. Drama. Oh, look at this, man. It's cold. No, wait a minute. Are we making... Yeah, we're making a drama. We're gonna lose money. You see, thriller is stable. Horror is stable. Comedy is cold. Experimental, stable. Yeah, we're gonna flop. We made the wrong decision again. even though the script quality is high. Well, let's see what happens. Or shall we? I mean, we don't have to greenlight right now, do we? We don't have to greenlight right now. Maybe if we can advance a few weeks and let's run the forecast again. Okay, let's green light. Okay, we had no problems. I think we made some money. Oh no, oh no, we didn't. We lost £62,000. Whew, Jesus Christ. And look at that, we only grossed £86,000. Not good. We're in bad shape. We are definitely in bad shape. Right, I'm gonna make one more film, and I think I'm gonna log off for today. And I think I'm gonna continue tomorrow. Okay, so comedy popularity is going up. Also the trend, so I'm gonna go for a comedy. What can we do? That's 151 grand. No, that's too big. Ego 50. That's not gonna be good. Ego 57. That's not gonna be good. Medium risk. Medium risk. I'm gonna go for this one. No, wait. No, that's too expensive. Let's make her a good offer. And let's find a good director. Actually a good director to work with. Unfortunately, they're all tense chemistry. They're all tense chemistry. Should I go for it? What about the other comedy writer? Fair. We have a better chance with the feature film. Let's make her an offer. Chemistry fair, collaboration score 28. So we got these two. That's a higher skill though. Higher skill director. Fair 28. That's a better one. And that's even a better one. Collaboration score 32. Let's get this one. Festival. So he specialized in festivals, so I'm gonna go for a festival with that. Let's go for 45-minute film. I'm gonna keep the director strategy on awards focus, festival buzz and prestige bias, and less critic variance. And we got 5 months. We already have writing breakthrough. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go. Festival buzz. Oh, no. Yeah, Industry word buzz. Industry word buzz again. 95. Yes. Let's have a look at protagonist. Let's try this guy. He refused. Let's try this one, unavailable. This one also refused. I want to make sure that we have a high star power protagonist. Unavailable. He had ego 91. Oh my god. Let's make him an offer. Signed. Okay. Comedy. Let's go. Yeah, let's call it Let's Go. So alignment 70, script quality 95, director skill 48. Let's go for tier 2 again. And let's go 5,000 on marketing. Let's hope no problems. Governance annual growth missed. And we flopped. We lost £93,000. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. We crossed £39,999. That was not a good box office at all. That's really bad. Are we gonna survive this? I mean, the economy is still in recovery. I think once we're back into expansion, maybe we're gonna have better luck, because everything is in bad shape at the moment. We're competing against all these NPC studios, the economy, our board pressure, everything is looking bad, even though we got 3.7 million. Our target is to get to 150 reputation and to be able to unlock producer with reputation 150. So as you can see, this game is not easy at all. It's very hard when you make their own decisions. So it would be nice to see other people play this game, see how they play. If they manage to get to reputation 350 or 400, it would be nice to see. Good luck getting to reputation 800. I mean, I've been playing this game for what, 3 days or 4 days, and I am in bad shape already. So it's not just click, click, click. Have a good look around the market and make sure you do not accept investor offers here from private investors or institutional investors too early, or when you're in bad shape. When you're in bad shape, you're gonna go down even more. You need to be in good shape when you accept an offer from these investors. So yeah. Okay, so I am going to end the stream for now, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you too much with this game. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.